What is going on YouTube? How's it going today? It's your boy Kingmaker, as always. That was such a weird entrance. I don't normally say stuff like that. Today I want to do some more reactions. I'm wondering if this style of content would be something that is popular on YouTube for Wild Rift, and no one else is doing it. So that or co-streams or anything like that. So I'm wondering how this will actually do. I got one person in the chat. Just wanted to say welcome to the stream, as always. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get some more later. Get some conversations going. Get some fun times rolling. But as always, welcome to the King's Court. And of course you don't work when I want you to. No. Why didn't you work? Okay. Anyway. And hopping into today's first video, it's going to be Too Broken to Be Open, patch 3.4a Rift Guides video by Rift Guides Challenger, Wild Rift Guides. So shout out to them. We are subscribed. I'm going to go ahead and hit a thumbs up because they always make
friends of Wild Rift, and welcome back to another Rift Guides video. And today we're going to present you the best bans for the current patch. But before we hop into this, let's go to our question of the day. What champion do you not want in Wild Rift? For me, it's...
What champion do we not want in Wild Rift? Oh lord. Malzahar. It kind of breaks the gameplay, just the fact that you can auto perma push with his minions or his voidlings, and the fact that it's a hard crowd control is kind of like Skarner's ultimate, so it just locks people down into place. So I don't know if I want to see Malzahar in the game.
It's Kayn, because Kayn would literally break the game. Kayn's biggest issue for this game would be the fact that he is too easy of an access to either deny the enemy's chicken camp to then briefly invade the enemy,
okay, or
make the lanes living hell. Have you ever thought that Blue Kayn on PC was a menace? Then
See, I never got to play a lot of Kayn. I don't understand. The last time I saw anybody play Kayn professionally, it was Broken. No, it wasn't Broken Blade. It was who's the jungler for TSM? I'm blanking on the name right now. Anyway, he played it live. Spica played it live, and it did not go well. It ended poorly for Spica. So I don't know if Kayn would be the same thing here, just people running around ganking people. But definitely with a smaller map, I could see it being easier to traverse all over through here, just to be able to path around and kill people. I don't know. He might be a nightmare.
Red Kayn would just shred them alive, and then the entire game would not be playable anymore, so here we are. If you think differently or have any kind of different input, just let me know in the comments below. But now, let's start with the first best ban of this patch. It's Karma. So for some reason this champion has fallen out of priority in solo queue, but I don't really understand why. This champion offers everything you want from a support champion or even a mid laner during this patch and every patch before. It's just crazy what kind of damage this champion does, and just because other champions are available that are equally as problematic doesn't mean she's weak or anything along those lines.
I don't know how I feel about this. Karma is a champion that feels great to play on PC, but feels terrible on Wild Rift. For me, I think it's juggling the empowered mechanic on here, because on PC you had to press your ultimate to activate it to throw it into people. However, on Wild Rift you no longer have to do that because it's balanced to your passive, and passives are a little bit more difficult to notice, maybe if you have some time and reps in with this champion. But for me, I don't know how I feel about Karma. I always felt she was okay. I'd like to see tank top lane Karma come out, but I don't know. Karma's okay.
She has been the recipient of many nerfs in a row, but those nerfs don't really impact her power at all. It doesn't really matter because this champion is still overtuned in every possible way. From her second ability in the power form, to her ultimate, to the combination with Meteor. In fact, Karma was, realistically speaking, buffed with the Meteor edition.
I can see that.
Because it's so easy to reliably hit all of those, so it's just way too broken. I just have no idea what to say. This champion still needs nerfs, and Riot is most likely not going to do anything about it. At least
last time we saw a really good Karma was Bjergsen when he got his pentakill. I will say playing into Karma is a little bit more difficult than me playing her. Well, me playing her is difficult more than playing into her, just because I suck at this champion.
You'll see buffs to Karma, which I wouldn't understand why. Next up on this list is Kassadin, and Kassadin is a champion that, as I told you before, has a very problematic laning phase.
Is broken. He's been broken in League of Legends. He's broken in Wild Rift. The fact that even if he loses lane, there's nothing you can do. It's Kassadin. You have to absolutely shut him down, or he's going to take over this whole map. This small tiny map. He's going to be all over it. And just the damage is huge late game. So he's just an extremely strong burst champion with a silence. I feel like Kassadin is probably like an A tier.
Ability's range is absolutely
if not S tier,
absurd, and its damage is crazy in combination with fleet footwork. Given the solo queue context,
Kassadin is similar to all AP champions. Scale to 3 items and you win the game.
Similar to Kayle. And nobody's going to shut you down because your champion is actually powerful compared to Kayle. And people believe that Kayle is a powerful champion because of her win rate, even though Kayle is really bad.
The problem with Kassadin is he's not flashy to play, so a lot of people don't want to play him. In my opinion, he's definitely a must pick. I was maining Irelia, but Irelia started to feel weak this patch, or recently, the last couple times that I got to play. So I swapped over to Kassadin, and it's just been entirely monstrous.
At least against good players. But with Kassadin is a champion that in the mid lane cannot really be punished because he cannot be dove. It's so hard to dive in mid lane and just overall so difficult to maneuver your team around it, which basically means you need your team to do anything against Kassadin in the middle lane. On the Baron lane it's a different story because Kassadin is also playable in the Baron lane, but here he is a lot more susceptible.
I haven't seen top lane Baron lane Kassadin.
But in the solo queue context, Kassadin will most of the time be allowed to scale.
But yeah, that's probably what it is. You just scale out.
Back line, into the front line, into one-shotting everything in his way on 3 items plus. Great. Absolutely amazing. I love Kassadin.
I agree. Kassadin's such a good champion.
To this list is Yone. Yone in a solo environment will take over the game and he will kill you.
I've got 3 games on this guy.
Literally ult you from outside of your screen.
First game went extremely well. Second game was okay. Third game I got shit on.
One hit, one CS2, or maybe 3 items. And it doesn't really matter what kind of defensive
See,
items you
this is where I feel Riot kind of stole from Mobile Legends Bang Bang, because Yone is modeled after a character like that does something similar with this tether back to his main area. I think his name's Hayabusa. I'm not sure if that's exactly who I'm thinking about, but if it is, Yone's so similar to that champion, or at least that mechanic specifically is. So that's why I wonder if Riot stole some stuff from Mobile Legends Bang Bang and just sued the shit out of him. I don't know.
Obliterated within an instant. For the laning phase of Yone, there's something you also need to understand. Any kind of wave management turns basically irrelevant in front of a Yone, as long as he has access to a third ability.
Yeah,
if
just
that
shove.
Is the case, then you can't really do too much about this champion because you can always just snap back. Also, this champion in teamfights is absurd. The damage he has and the CC he has are just out of this world, and whatever you do,
I feel like they definitely need to tune this champion, tone him down a little bit.
Always have value. Another thing about this champion is that the itemization is so funny on him. You only need like 2 items in terms of full damage, let's say Solar Charge Blade and Infinity Edge, and then you can add a recurve bow or a stinger, whatever you want, and then go full bruiser items with Divine Sun.
I know somebody that plays him as support.
Champion. You don't really need it because you have enough damage as it is, because melee champions aren't balanced around them critting, whereas ranged champions for AD carries are balanced around them critting, which means, well,
what's
they
gonna
have
happen
a
here?
lot of base damage.
Oh, double kill, nice.
Because, well,
no,
they're
just
not
picked off the
designed
Lux.
to crit.
I thought they were gonna get the double kill.
But if you want to save your mental and your fun in ranked, please make sure to ban this champion. And let's be honest, it's similar to Yasuo. On the enemy team, they'll always be 20-0, and on your team, they'll always be 0-10.
Yeah, I had one of those games where I was like 20 and 5.
Just annoying to deal with. But if you're not first pick, ban this champion. If your team wants to lock it, tell them, okay, sorry, we don't have first pick, I believe it's better to have this champion banned, and if they get upset about it, well, you at least tried.
Just ban
The
your
next
teammates'
champion
champions
I want
up.
to talk about is Lux, which is kind of the odd one on this list. Lux, with the recent changes or the addition from the Protectors enchant, makes it very difficult to kill people. So whenever we're talking about things that require multiple people to deal with it or specific changes in item.
Here, Lux is one of the banes of my existence as a support or anybody who plays in bottom lane, because I have such a hard time reacting to skills, like skill shots and all that shit. So it's extremely difficult for me to avoid this skill right here. It's always got me around the foot. There's nothing I can do. Lux will shoot it this way. I'll be standing here, and somehow it just freaking curves and hits me right here. I don't know how it happens. It just happens every single time, exactly like that.
Optimization or playstyle, in solo queue it's probably a bit broken. So to deal with the Lux, you need a lot of different things. Number one, namely, is a Serpent's Fang. Then you need someone to have access to the Lux, because if you don't access the Lux as the game goes on, she becomes an absolute shield bot. Once the shield bot reaches critical mass,
her shields are huge
anymore, because you either lack DPS or burst or both, and there's not much you can do about it unless you get Lux killed, because you're not going to DPS through those shields. It's not possible. And if that isn't bad enough already, what about her dealing a lot of damage?
Her damage is insane too. I mean, look at that shield. Look how big that is.
Or mid lane champion, depending what you want.
And the cooldown's low.
That is able.
And it's AoE. As long as it passes through whatever target it hits, it's going to shield them insanely.
And if it catches you just once, it just needs to catch you once, and you will be sent into the next game. Because Lux deals so much damage with the Luden's build, and you'll be surprised what.
Hey, look at that shield. She's just tanking everything.
To you. The main problem about her is using the Protector's chant, using a second ability.
She's got so much time for her team.
The only thing that needs to happen for this to work out is the allied team being somewhat aligned in a line, so she hits all of them, and then most of the fight is already over. Plus, her laning is absolutely obnoxious to deal with because her passive is so potent. Also, by the way, you need to know about the following. Lux as a champion can start with a second ability in laning and just beat you up with auto attacks, and you can't win.
Just poke her out.
Yeah, sounds funny, isn't it? But most of the people would
with auto attacks or poke the enemy out with auto attacks.
Isn't a damage ability, and therefore it's bad, right? Joking, it's not. And the last.
So about that, you know, they said start W and you can just poke the enemy down, and it's not a damaging skill, so it is bad, right? And he said that sarcastically. However, if you think about it, the shields are huge. It's a low cooldown, probably low mana skill. So just the fact that you're able to have extra resources like shields on your side whenever you really need them is going to make your laning phase insane.
Champion of this list is Gwen. With Gwen being a rather recent addition to the game, we also have some funsy stuff going around, and people will just overall still have problems piloting the champion. But since every AP champion's kind of
Gwen's pretty fun to play.
It's the same for her as well.
Gwen's jungle clears faster when she starts with her first ability compared to third. I don't know, I've never played jungle Gwen. I played top lane Gwen. I've played top lane Gwen, but I haven't played jungle Gwen.
On free items, this champion becomes an absolute monster, but this champion even before can do a lot unless it's in a really bad matchup. So I recommend banning this champion, because once this champion gets rolling, it is going to be crazy. For items, she needs like a Rift Maker, Nash's Tooth, and a Rabadon Staff Cap, and then it's game time. She'll have so much healing with Conqueror combined with Rift Maker, it's like 20%, and even if she goes for defensive boots and not Omnivamp boots...
I really wanted to play this champion when it first came out on League of Legends, I just didn't have the ability to play League of Legends at the time.
Normally AP champions aren't really designed to deal with bruises, because they have heavy bursts, but then they have cooldowns. But with Gwen, it's kind of a different story. She is crazy broken into bruises if she's ahead, or even, that is. If she's
reminds me of a game for PlayStation.
Where you just get ran down, but we all know the problem with Gwen. People can't really estimate her damage, and given the fact that she's relatively new, it gets very hard to play around it because you simply don't know what's happening to you. It might take some extra time to adjust. But without ending this video, I need to tell you something that's very important, because many people of you would be wondering if I didn't say so. The obligatory Katarina mention. If you hate Katarina, press the like button, Press the subscribe button and press everything you want, because Katarina is also one of the best bans you can go for, because this champion in solo queue is a monster.
So Katarina. Yes, she is a monster in solo queue. Yes, I agree. However, she's so insanely difficult to play correctly. She's like Irelia on steroids when it comes to playing it correctly. And any little crowd control just screws her whole kit when she goes in. So you really have to be very, very careful when you play Katarina about when to go in, because God forbid you go in first and then the enemy Malphite just sees you spinning there, just spinning like a Beyblade, and next thing you know, you are screwed with your ultimate and dead. So Katarina, yes, she does a lot of damage, but I don't think she's necessarily ban worthy.
And I can only recommend you to not try and face that monster in solo queue. She'll always get fed. That's it for
I don't think it's that hard to shut down a Katarina, to be honest. Especially if you're playing like something AP, like a Kassadin or a Galio. That was a good video. We appreciate Rift Guides. Moving on to Wild Rift Highlights. Shout out to Wild Rift Highlights, 435 subscribers. Let's see how this video goes. It's Wild Rift Highlights and funny moments. I will say they have, let me cut this down a little bit, but they have some pretty good quality video. What's Akali about to do? This Akali's about to pop off. Oh, the jukes, man, the jukes. That's insane. That's insane. Shout out to Triplet P for this crazy play. I'm assuming he's Gragas. Maybe he's Jax. I don't know. It's a duel to the death. Yep. I figured he was Gragas. Archer, is this you? He's about to hit a massive ult. Yep, and just wiped everybody out. No. Run. 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 Oh, shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. The only way it would have been better is the obligatory Baron steal. Can he kill Jax? Oh my god, he kills... Beautiful. Darius going ham in the middle of everybody. There's nothing scarier than Darius just dunking on everybody with his axes. Where's the Yuumi at? He smells blood. Oh yeah. Good game. Easy peasy. Oh, we got a Wombo combo with the Yuumi. Yuumi Yone combo. This Samira's just popping off. I don't understand this champion. She feels either weak or just overpowered. Katana on Ezreal. Okay. We got the steal on the Baron. Quad kill? Or trip kill? Irelia just blade dancing. I think I used this before. I think I used this clip before. Yeah, I've definitely used this clip before. It was insane. Superior Banaba. Oh, banana. They just spelled it wrong. Ooh, that was nasty. Veigar's another champion I can't play at all. My timing's terrible. Oh, Goodbye, Jinx. Good night. Oh, the auto attacks for the disrespect. What's about to happen? Is he gonna get over the wall? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And the emote. And the emote. Fucking beautiful. I've only ever done that once. Alistar's just being a bully. He's like 1 versus 5 right now. How is he not dead is a crazy part. How is Alistar level 13 while Ashe is only 12? Okay. Set's getting dunked on. Getting dunked on. Full health shield. Good lord. Turns it around. Good job. Good job. Lolik. On Zed. You don't see a lot of Zed plays these days. Ooh, that's going to be massive AoE damage. Okay. We got Seraphine on Seraphine. Just a massive wombo with Misfortune. You gotta love it. Lolik's back on Wukong. No, he's on Rakan. Wow, what the hell am I looking at? I thought I saw Rakan. No, did I say Rakan? Wukong. I thought I saw Wukong. He's on Pyke. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let me run this back. Okay, we're on Pyke. I think I saw the knock up and assumed it was Wukong. Pyke just doing Pyke things with his ultimate. Just waiting on this poor Yone. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Pyke does. Okay. Now we got a Wukong. Flash over the wall to secure the kill. Very nice. Pop second spin. Clone to get out. He's taking no damage so far. He's about to destroy Kayle. Kayle ults the wrong target probably. Nice quad. Do we get a pint? Do we get a Penta? Oh, goodbye Singed. Wukong. The only one that can chase the Singed and still survive. Yone. Gonna get some outplay. Yone outplays. He's on solo HP. Nice. I wonder if Galio hit him there if he would have been interrupted. Thresh with a quad. This has got to be AD crit, like crit build Thresh. Just destroyed everybody. And he closes the game out too. Nice. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. What's going on? What's going on? Hard to see what's going on. Yone's just all over the place. Alright, we got No Name. Vixilius. Sounds familiar. Oh, got it. Easy, easy. Just a walk away poke. Do we got another Darius popping off? Oh no, it's gonna be a Kali. Okay. Easy double kill right there. Back through them, yep. Get away from the Darius pull, and easy. They just made that look so easy. So easy. More Yone. Just playing poker around this. That's funny. Yone versus Yone. Triple kill. Okay. Just getting melted. Oh, we're gonna die under tower. Nope. Zed's gonna live. Is he dead? He's dead, but he gets to kill. So it's the 1-for-1 trade afterlife. See, funny moments. Okay, was Ahri gonna catch somebody? Alright. Jhin got the flash away. Just waiting. They're just waiting. Is Zed gonna end the game, or is Ahri gonna stop him? Okay, Ahri stops him. Nope, Zed ends the game. Oh no! It was a base race. Zed almost won that. Thresh got the spare steal with a hook. You gotta love it. Katana back. Is this the same play from earlier? Okay, they need to do a little bit better job at picking their plays. Unless it was a different play. Looked like the exact same one. So this is one of the problems that we have with Wild Rift content, is it's not PC, so the quality of recordings is low. So when, like, as somebody who's done videos like top 5 plays and all that stuff, it's hard to find good quality videos because the game's captured at such low FPS. So unless you're watching a not FPS, such low quality, then unless you're watching a streamer, you're not going to get really top quality videos. See, like, they're pixels missing. Could stand for some higher resolution, but that's not their fault. It's just the nature of the game. It's a phone game after all. Good game. Good game. I was entertained. Let's throw them a like. Let's throw them a sub. All right, with that being said, I guess we will drop off the stream for now. Let me know what you guys think about this content. Put it down in the comments. Message me on Discord, all that good stuff. And I will